Back in September, the Ravens won a shootout in their first matchup against the Browns. Can Cleveland get revenge? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Brendan Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you think about matchups in the NFL, you're usually thinking this offense versus this defense. But this game here, we get two different offensive philosophies that are matching up in this one.
Yeah, we certainly do, because on one side, you've got a team that not only loves to throw the football, they do it quite well. They're the #1 passing offense in the league. And on the other sideline, the ground game is their strength. They're a top 5 unit in the league. So contrasting styles of moving the football. To me, this is going to make for a very interesting ball game.
Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete.
That's what it is, baby.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. 81 yards, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see right now we're all even. It's a tie game as we drop you back in and the offense gets set to take over. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. This offense ready to head back out there as they'll take over with a little over a minute to play in this first quarter. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got you. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Ravens have taken the lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They're going to look to throw. Steps away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. These 2 teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is...
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And from where we sit, if you had told me...
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletion. formations. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Being chased out left. This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 65 yards. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Here we go.
A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold-up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll drop to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points.
Touchdown! Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time?
Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 24. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll have a first down inside the 10 and all the way down to the 5. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 3. Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.